the sound. Ringo TV. Ringo TV. Ringo TV. Ringo TV.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Blackmail Advice TV, Ringo TV Reactions. We are in the building for another live stream. That's right. We are back with a great show. It's going to be a very interesting one tonight. Shout out to everybody coming in. Tonight's topic is a very important one. My hope is that it reaches the ears of everyone that need to see as well as listen. This video here is titled "The Manosphere Must Hold Kevin Samuels Accountable." The Manosphere must hold Kevin Samuels accountable. That's right. Shout out to everybody that's joining on the show. You already done know what it is. Let's see who we got in the building. We got Shiva in the building. What's going on? We got Evro, moderator in the house. Mr. T, what's going on? Nakasha Love, I think that is. Logan, what's going on? All right, y'all. Y'all already done know what it is, right? We ain't playing no games. It's Blackmail Advice TV. Don Anderson, I see you in the building. Who else? Calvin, what's going on? Monty in the house. All right. Oh, I said it right? Okay. All right. So tonight's topic is going to be an interesting one. I hope everybody enjoy the show. We have a blockbuster event for you tonight. I'm actually tired. I was going to go to sleep. I wasn't going to lie. I was going to go to sleep, but I said, you know what? I gotta do this particular show, and I also have to fix my white balance. It is what it is. For those of you who understand videography, you know what white balance mean. But just in case you don't know what I mean by fix it, is the color tone. Right here, this color tone is actually the way the room look right now, with the blue lights that's on that side, and then how the red color look. That's the exact color of how it looks. So when I look at this one here, that's not the color right there. I have to fix my white balance. So now you understand what white balance is all about. Now, tonight's show, interesting one. We are gonna go on a journey because y'all don't know how I do my work. I don't play games. I bring you quality content. I provide you the best content on YouTube. I don't sugarcoat nothing, and I make sure I bring out all the facts and the details. Now, what is this all about? I'm glad you asked that question. What we're going to attempt to do is reach out to the Manosphere. And the Manosphere's job is to look into this matter and say, you know what? Ringo has a point. He has a case. We need to call it out. Recent events. A couple of weeks back, Fresh and Fruity Podcast went on a false flagging campaign. Flagging down channels that use their content under fair use. And they went wild. they went flagging all the big channels, including Abba and Preach, right? In the process of doing that, a lot of these content creators got hit with copyright strikes, and Fresh and Fruity Podcast's plan was literally to shut down all of their channels. That was their goal. So in the process of that happening, I noticed something in these YouTube streets. I noticed that all the content creators began to join forces, and they came out in great numbers to speak out against Fresh and Fruity Podcasts, calling them out on their BS. In the process of all of that, I noticed something. They called out Fresh and Fruity Podcasts, but no one is calling out Kevin Samuels. What I'm going to do before the public is I'm going to present my case. Kevin Samuels is no different than Fresh and Fruity Podcasts. We got receipts. We got facts that can't be denied. We're going to present this case to the so-called Manosphere. And what we're going to find out is if the Manosphere and all of these so-called high-value men, do they really have morals and ethics? First, I'm calling out the lead attorney. The lead attorney platform. I'm calling you out, brother. Your job is to look into this matter as well, because you had Kevin Samuels on your show. And Kevin Samuels said a whole bunch of stuff. And what I'm going to share with you right now is facts and receipts, proving that Kevin Samuels is a hypocrite. You see, one thing I don't appreciate is a fraud. People, they keep looking at me like, why you got such an issue with Kevin Samuels? Because he's a fraud. And I know that. You just don't know that. And when he was up on the lead attorney's platform, I noticed that he had a lot to say regarding all of this false flagging campaign and so forth. And he was very hypocritical, to say the least. And I was like, wow, nobody don't really know the truth. I'm going to have to put the truth out there. So now I got the truth. And the thing is, I've already shared this, but now I'm going to go in depth because now I got receipts, way more receipts. So I'm calling you out, lead attorney. You're put on notice before the entire court, the court of public opinion, all content creators, the entire Manosphere, all of you are put on notice. If you don't call out Kevin Samuels' BS and hold him accountable, all of you have no credibility. None of you. If y'all ain't gonna give Kevin Samuels that smoke, y'all don't got no credibility to speak. Abba and Preach, I'm calling you out. 1 million+ subscribers? Oh, whoopee-doo. Let's see if you call out Kevin Samuels. Let's see. Poor Man Podcast. I'm calling you out, brother. One of the fastest growing YouTube channels, Poor Man Podcast. I'm calling you out. You need to hold Kevin Samuels accountable. Yeah, that's right. All the so-called big platforms that was affected by Fresh and Fruity Podcasts, all of you content creators, I want to see your videos addressing Kevin Samuels. Let's see if you're gonna bring that smoke. Let's see if you're gonna talk that same ish that you talk concerning Fresh and Fruity podcast. Let's see if you bring that same energy to Kevin Samuels. Because what we're gonna learn here is this, that the so-called Manosphere is a group of hypocrites that protect their own. And when one fall astray, they kind of get rid of that one because he's messing up business. But we're going to find out through this show here, you're going to find out the real deal. So everybody put on your seatbelts, because this is Blackmail Advice TV, and I'm Ringo, and everybody know who I am, and they know what I'm about. I'm about this business, and I'm about to expose Kevin Samuels' hypocrisy. See, all of you minions for Kevin Samuels, you keep coming on my platform talking about, oh, you hating on this and you bashing him and you this and that. Since when have men become cheerleaders for other men? It's kind of suspect to say the least. But we got an interesting show for you tonight. We're going to go into some receipts proven beyond a shadow of doubt that Kevin Samuels, your godfather, false flagged another content creator's channel and shut it down. You're going to find that out tonight. You're going to learn that Kevin Samuels also false flagged the Poor Man's Podcast in his early days. So Poor Man Podcast, I'm calling you out. You're going to have to address this matter. If you don't address this, bruh, it says a lot about your integrity. You had something to say about Fresh and Fruity Podcast. Okay. Are you going to have something to say about Kevin Samuels? Or will you protect him at all costs? See, I roll completely solo. I'm not affiliated with none of you guys. And I don't really want to be. I like my lane the way it is. Because when you mingle with people and you start getting with cliques and groups, what happens is people begin to do bad things. And nobody want to call them out on it because we're supposed to have a code. But see, no. If you're going to call out Fresh and Fruity Podcasts for false flagging multiple content creators to try to shut them down for using their content under fair use, then after this live, you need to question your boy Kevin Samuels. And if you're not going to do that, lead attorney, you lost all credibility to speak. And if you're a follower of my platform and you're subscribed to any of those content creators and you don't see them address this issue, unsubscribe from their channels. Do not support their channels. Do not. Because I'm calling them all out. It's time to hold the Manosphere accountable. All of you content creators that claim you in the Manosphere, red pill this and all this nonsense, well, it's your boy Ringo talking loud and clear. I'm holding all of you accountable. Let's see how the Manosphere responds to these facts that I'm going to present. Because everybody had a lot of smoke for Fresh and Fruity Podcasts. We know those guys done a lot of dirt. We know those guys are shady. We get it. But what about your boy Kevin Samuels? Is he clean? Is his hands dirty? We're going to find that out right now. We're going to react to the lead attorney's video where he had Kevin Samuels on his show. Kevin Samuels came on talking all that mess as if though, he understands fair use and all of this other stuff. Remember, Kevin Samuels, the same guy who made community posts on his channel telling his followers to report any channel that uses his content. But you have the nerve to talk about Fresh and Fruity Podcast? When you encourage your following of 1 million subscribers, which is a very dangerous thing to do, to say the least. To have such a large following and you tell your audience to go and report channels that use your content? Are you kidding me? That's like the United States of America telling their military to go take down some other country. That's irresponsible to use that amount of resources for petty nonsense because you can't take criticism. What I'm going to show you people tonight is 100% proof that Kevin Samuels has pretty much done the same exact thing that Fresh and Fruity Podcast has done. The same exact thing. And I was having some technical difficulties earlier tonight. Hope none of that mess happened, but at the end of the day, we're going to continue this show because we're about to go in on this. So again, all of you Manosphere guys that think y'all big shots, y'all all roll with Kevin Samuels, protect him at all costs. All of you brothers are put on notice. I want to see which one of you are going to call out your boy. Which one of you are going to make a video addressing the issues. I want to see who got the guts to stand up to your boy Kevin Samuels. Because it seems like I'm the only guy that's doing it. And you got a few other content creators that are. But see, their names are not out there. My name rings bells, so people gonna listen. Oh yeah, they're gonna listen to me. I'm gonna use my platform and my resources, yeah, and my name to make mention of what's going on. So the lead attorney, Poor Man's Podcast, Abba and Preach, and anybody else associated with Kevin Samuels, I want to see if you bring that smoke to him concerning this issue. Because when it comes to false flagging channels, we got the proof that Kevin Samuels does the same thing. And I'm waiting for him to try that nonsense with me. Because I'm prepared for all of that. I've been prepared for this for years. I can't wait. Because to do that type of abuse to this other person who have a small little channel, and you're gonna go false flag their channel, shut down their whole channel. I'm talking about a little YouTuber who's just voicing their thoughts, sharing their commentary and criticism, but you shut down their whole channel, Kevin, because you don't want to be criticized? Really? And you want to get up on the lead attorney's platform and act like you all eloquent, like your hands is not dirty? Bro, you about to be exposed. And I want to see all you hypocrites in the Manosphere. I want to see if you are going to address this issue or act like you don't hear it. Because the court of public opinion, oh, they're going to hear it. And they're going to rock with me once they hear this. Oh, yeah. Let's get into this, people. Let's get into this. Everybody ready? Everybody got your seatbelts on? Y'all ready for this show? Y'all ready? Let's go. Let's go. Let's get into this, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Got Evro in the house. Let's see who else we got. We got Sean in the building, making sure all the mods is in the house. Know what I'm saying? See who else we got. All right. Let's get into this, people, man. Let's go.
Yeah, I've heard a little bit of the input on many sides, and I've also seen some of the. I can see it on both sides.
Notice, Kevin Samuels is on the lead attorney's platform at this point, addressing the issue concerning Fresh and Fruity podcast where they went around false flagging people's channels with copyright complaints to try to shut down their channels. So Kevin Samuels is sharing his input on what's going on the lead attorney's platform. Now, to the lead attorney, as an attorney, you have a man on your platform that is guilty of doing the same thing that Fresh and Fruity podcast has done. Which would put you in a position where now you got to address this issue because he's on your platform. And if you let it slide, that means that as an attorney, you can't be trusted. I don't care who you are. We're dealing with integrity here. We're dealing with integrity. I got no personal beef with you. We're dealing with integrity. We're dealing with facts. Kevin Samuels talk about being a high value man is about ethics, morals, all these principles, right? Okay, we're going to see as an attorney, do you possess those principles? We're going to see right now. Let's go.
And the issue I see with fair use is, one, most people don't know what fair use is.
Including Kevin Samuels. Because he don't know what fair use is. You understand? He don't know. Because he was out here false flagging channels. A lot of people behind the scenes were getting flagged left and right due to Kevin Samuels. Nobody had nothing to say about it. But everybody want to bring the smoke to Fresh and Fruity podcast. He want to talk about people don't understand what fair use is when he really don't know what it means. I've been on YouTube since 2006. I had every Christian ministry attack my channels with copyright complaints. Guess what? I overcame every single one. Not only that, I had ministry YouTube channels shut down because every single time I countered these issues, every single time I went to YouTube and provided all the facts, YouTube shut down their channels. And these ministries were crying because their entire platform went down because they were violating the system. And Kevin Samuels done that. And I want to see, are you folks out there in the Manosphere, you hypocrites, you so-called cheerleaders that always ride with your boy Kevin. I want to see if you got any integrity for this one. I want to see if you're going to call him out. Or are you going to turn a blind eye to this because you don't want to lose a high-value man in your so-called network? That means you'll protect a criminal. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. There's elements of fair use, and like you said, is it transformative? Transformative.
Keep that in mind. Because when you do content using someone else's material, right? You have to transform it into something that is original, right? Now, again, false copyright complaints. We're about to go somewhere. And again, we got the lead attorney that had Kevin Samuels on his platform. He's an attorney, right? So the things that I'm going to spit here, we're going to see who has integrity. We're going to see. Let's go.
Nature.
Right.
And I've often heard people say, well, Kevin Samuels does the same thing.
Yes, Kevin Samuels done the same thing. That's right. You have always done the same thing. That's why he's saying it. Because he know who are the ones who've been calling him out. See, he watched my videos. He's watching right now. You understand? Let me see this. Shout out to Calvin for the super chat. He says, Kevin got caught trying to return merchandise, and the store workers called him out as well. I already seen that video. I don't really have time to play with that. That's old news. It's petty. It's old news. It's not really nothing to really talk about at this point. But I get what you're saying. I already saw that video already. If it's something that's new, that's current events, now we can talk. If you got receipts that is something new, up to date, then we could talk. But something old before he became popular on YouTube, I really don't want to hear about none of that stuff. It's petty. Let's go.
I want to make this unequivocally clear.
Listen.
There is a multi-million-dollar industry of responding to Kevin Samuels, and I don't strike it.
He said there's a multi-million-dollar industry, I guess, responding to Kevin Samuels, and he won't strike it. Lead attorney Kevin Samuels said on your platform, using your image, that content responding to his material is a multi-million-dollar industry. And he said, and I quote, he won't strike it. He said that on your platform. Let's go.
I want to make this unequivocally clear. There is a multi-million-dollar industry of responding to Kevin Samuels, and I don't strike it. I want to make this unequivocally clear. There is a multi-million-dollar industry of responding to Kevin Samuels.
Listen carefully, because something else is going to play right after this. Pay attention.
And I don't strike it. I want to make this unequivocally clear. There is a multi-million-dollar industry of responding to Kevin Samuels, and I don't strike it.
I've been getting questions about how Kevin Samuels was able to get my previous YouTube channel taken down, especially when I didn't violate any of YouTube's rules and my videos about Kevin Samuels were protected under fair use law.
Here we have a content creator that was flagged down by Kevin Samuels. This particular content creator, I believe their name is T-Salt. I believe their name is. They were flagged down by Kevin Samuels, and all of their videos were under fair use. Kevin Samuels just said on the lead attorney's platform that there's a multi-million-dollar industry responding to Kevin Samuels' material, and he wouldn't strike it. But he gave this content creator a whole bunch of strikes just because he didn't like their commentary and criticism. And this was when Kevin Samuels was climbing up the ranks, and he didn't want nobody to use any of his content because he believed that he is the only one who's supposed to have a voice. And because he doesn't understand fair use, he was abusing the copyright system. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, people. Let's go.
This is the email I received from YouTube where it shows the videos that he complained about.
Notice all the videos that Kevin Samuels flagged down. And it even tells you in the email, taken down, issued by Kevin Samuels. It even have his contact info. Now, what that particular person right there was supposed to do with that contact info, let me tell you what you were supposed to do. You were supposed to get an attorney, and that attorney was supposed to send him a cease and desist letter. Listen, when I tell you, I will take down that man's channel if he try any of that bullshit, because I know exactly who to call and what to do. And if you're a content creator and you've been affected by Kevin Samuels abusing the copyright system, I need for you to hit me up on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw and let me know what's going on. Because not only are we going to get your channel back, But we are going to continue to fight this fight, and we're going to report his channel to YouTube. And we're going to let them know exactly what he's doing. And once we can provide all of the facts, all of the details, I'll show you exactly what to do. I'll show you how to get the attorney that you need, and I'll show you how to sue him for damages, liabilities, and you'll get back your attorney fees. You'll be able to recoup everything. Do you understand me? I know exactly how to do this. I've been here since 2006. None of these content creators want to fuck with me. Do you understand me? Let's go.
By the time YouTube emailed me, they had already taken down my channel. So that...
This is a small YouTube channel. You flagged down this person's channel because you didn't like the fact that they were using your clips? Let me tell you something, people. This particular individual re-uploaded the videos that were flagged, right? They re-uploaded the videos on another site. I checked them out, right? Here's what's the issue. In the videos, the person is abiding by the fair use doctrine. The person is doing commentary and criticism based on all the clips. But Kevin Samuels flagged down a multitude of their videos. But he was on the lead attorney's channel, literally acting like he didn't do no dirt. And see, as a man of integrity, I got to call this out. And again, I don't got no respect for that dude, because I already don't know what he's about. You clowns out there that keep defending this man, you don't know what he's doing. I do. And like I said, I know how the copyright system works. I already done know. I already had channels destroyed. Not because I wanted to do that. You need to understand exactly where I'm coming from. I don't go out here trying to make people's channels be destroyed. I don't do that. But when you file false copyright complaints to try to take down someone's channel because you are retaliating, because you don't like the fact that they are responding to your videos and it's making you look a certain way, that's when you have a problem with me. That's when I have a problem with you. And I'm not going to tolerate that type of abuse. No, we're not going to do that. Do you understand me? Let's go.
Told me they had already made a choice. They chose to take down my channel because Kevin Samuels makes a lot of money for YouTube.
Notice what she said, because Kevin Samuels make a lot of money for YouTube. They didn't take down your channel because he make a lot of money for YouTube. YouTube makes so much money that what Kevin Samuels bring in is nothing. You have to understand what I'm talking about. This has nothing to do with Kevin Samuels bringing in any money to YouTube. YouTube will get rid of Kevin Samuels' channel tomorrow if you folks out there understand your rights and know exactly the proper channels to go through. Listen, you don't realize the power that you have. Don't look at his following and think, oh, high value X, Y, and Z. YouTube will just go like this. Delete channel, gone. Yeah. I seen it done to many people. That's why all of these Christian churches, they know who I am. They know who I am by name. They know who I am. They all came against me and they all lost their channels because they thought that they could abuse the system. To the lead attorney, I have a question for you. Do Kevin Samuels have a registered copyright with the Library of Congress for all his content on his channel? Again, you're an attorney. Where's the copyright? Where's the number? Registered with the Library of Congress as a work that he produced, copywritten, paid his fee. Where is that? Talk to me. See, if you don't have a copyright registered, don't file a copyright claim. I keep telling you folks, when they do this shit to you, get an attorney. Listen, Kevin Samuels supposed to be getting a bag? Bruh, get an attorney and go to work. That brother will cry after you get through with him. The damage that he would have to pay? I tell you, all of you folks out there, if Kevin Samuels flagged your channel with a copyright claim, contact me on Instagram. Please contact me. Contact me on Instagram. Let's talk about it. Let's chat about it. All for free. I don't want nothing in return. I just want to give you the information that you need. Because I want to see you not only get back your channel, but I want to see you sue him. I want to show you how you do it. Because see, here's the thing. And see, I don't understand why nobody didn't go after Fresh and Fruity Podcast. Because all of the people that were affected, they could have got an easy bag. Y'all could have all got an easy bag off of that. This is not a game. When you play with copyright stuff, let me tell you something. You know the reason why YouTube take down your video? You know why? Because YouTube don't want to be sued. Because YouTube is assuming that the person who filed the copyright claim actually have a legitimate copyright registered with the Library of Congress. If Kevin Samuels go live today, he don't have no copyright. Do you know how much money he would have to spend for each and every video? Copyright, copyright, copyright. It's not a product. It's a video that he made on a platform that he used for free. Do you understand me? It's not like he went out there and made a movie, copywritten the movie, and then you went now and did something on YouTube with the movie, which is a product that he's actually selling. Do you follow me? There's a lot of stuff we got to talk about. Let's go.
And the fact that my videos exposed his lies and contradictions may have interfered with that.
Notice, her videos exposed his lies and his contradictions. He didn't like that. So he decided to flag the channel down. A small content creator. How many other content creators out there was affected by Kevin Samuels' bullying tactics? Surviving Kevin Samuels. How many of you out there have been affected? I need for you to hit me up on Instagram. I need for you to hit me up. If you lost a channel due to Kevin Samuels flagging your channel down and it went under the rug and nobody don't know about it and you're bothered by that, it really messed up your life and messed up your day, I need for you to hit me up. We're going to get your channel back. We're going to get your channel back and we're going to make YouTube understand what's going on here. And you need an attorney. You need an attorney because what he did to you, especially if your video falls in line with fair use, he violated all sorts of rights, man. He's in trouble. This is why you got to know your rights and you got to know the law. So again, the lead attorney, he should know this. He should know this already. That's why I'm bringing this out here, because we're going to hold the Manosphere accountable. We're not going to play games here. I know my shit. Nobody could take that from me. I know my stuff. Do you understand me? Let's go.
I want to make this unequivocally clear. There is a multi-million-dollar industry of responding to Kevin Samuels, and I don't strike it. I want to make this unequivocally clear. There is a multi-million-dollar industry of responding to Kevin Samuels, and I don't strike it.
My previous channel was growing fast and it had a lot of engagement. I filed a counter complaint where I stated that my videos were protected under fair use. This is what I was doing, giving commentary and criticism, and there was no way my channel should have been taken down.
Kevin Samuels, I suggest you cease and desist right now for that content creator. You better find out. You better get to work, because if that person contact me, you're done. I'm letting you know that right now, straight up. You see me? I'm letting you know that right now. As soon as that content creator, as soon as they contact me, I'm going to give them the info that they need to deal with you. Because they got a serious case right here. A serious case. You see the amount of videos that he had shut down on her channel? All those videos? You got to be kidding me. So you got copyrights for all those videos? You got copyrights registered with the Library of Congress. Kevin Samuels, you telling me that all of those videos you have registered and you have a number case with the Library of Congress that we could go look up and we see the video title registered with the Library of Congress? I think not. Let that content creator contact me. You're going to understand what this really means. You're going to understand. Let's go.
I want to make this unequivocally clear.
Not only that, he's lying. He said, I want to make this unequivocally clear, which means he's basically saying, I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. I would never strike nobody's channel falsely with no false claims. That's what he's saying right here. And he said it on the lead attorney's channel. So as a content creator, Mr. Lead Attorney, you have a moral obligation to deal with that issue because he's making statements on your platform with your image, your likeness, and he's misrepresenting you by doing that on your platform. You got some talking to do. And I'm the only content creator on YouTube with the balls to actually speak on these issues because all these other guys are bought and paid for, not me.
There is a multi-million-dollar industry of responding to Kevin Samuels, and I don't strike it. I want to make this unequivocally clear. There is a multi-million-dollar industry of responding to Kevin Samuels, and I don't strike it.
YouTube never responded, so I contacted YouTube a second time with...
See, YouTube never responded. Stop worrying about YouTube. Contact your attorney. What do you think attorneys are there for? Don't worry about an attorney fee. You're going to get that back. You won this one. This is easy. This is not only is this easy. See, to the person in question, this is not about you getting paid. This is not like a get rich quick scheme. That's not what this is about. This is about teaching somebody a lesson. I taught many ministries lessons, valuable lessons. And once they learned those lessons, you think they wanted to play games with me? They warned each other. Ministries would contact other ministries and they would say, that content creator, don't waste your time playing games with him. He knows his shit. Let's go.
Word for word verbiage of fair use.
See, you go on YouTube arguing, you wasting your time. YouTube is a middleman. They don't want no smoke. In their mind, they're assuming that Kevin Samuels have a copyright registered. And they're assuming that for whatever reason, he may want to sue YouTube for allowing you to do X, Y, and Z. The minute you go through those, and again, I'm not going to share all these things right here for everybody to learn all the secrets. If you're affected, you hit me up and I'll talk to you.
No response. On YouTube's channel, they explain what fair use is, and it says, fair use is a U.S. law that allows the reuse of copyright-protected
material. All of Kevin Samuels' live shows are not copywritten. None of them are. None of them. They're not registered with the Library of Congress. He don't have a copyright, number one. Yeah, it's his material. He made the material, but he don't have a copyright. So to file a copyright claim, to put in a DCMA, I'm not sure of the acronym for it, but to put that in and knowing you don't have a real copyright, that's fraud. You're falsifying information. You're liable for damages, man. Yeah, you, Mr. High Value. Mr. High Value, you're liable for damages to that content creator right there. Yeah, they got a case. You got a serious case right here. This is a beautiful case. And if you have all the receipts, the emails, especially the URLs for each video, again, if you're that content creator, you need to hit me up.
Material under certain circumstances without getting permission from the copyright owner.
See, YouTube sent you that, but they're not really paying attention to what's going on. And especially all of the people that got hit with strikes from Fresh and Fruity podcast, right? I don't see how Y'all got these large platforms, but y'all don't got no knowledge of how to do X, Y, and Z on YouTube when it comes to these false claims that these guys put out there. As if though Fresh and Fruity podcasts have copyrights registered with the Library of Congress for each and every show they do. Their shows are not products that are sold in a store. Do you understand? These are shows that were recorded and streamed to YouTube on this platform that they use for free. Do you understand? It's one thing to have an actual show that you've done off YouTube and somebody took your complete show and posted it to YouTube to mirror it. That would be a claim of copyright infringement, because not only did they mirror it, which is giving everybody access to that video for free, at the same time, it's causing you to lose revenue because it's a product that you produced to earn, money. So they're hurting your business model. Everything they're hurting at this point, because if we're able, that's like you release the new Matrix film on YouTube and I'm able to see the whole movie for free. Then the creators, they're not getting the money they deserve. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you wanted to do a review of the movie under fair use, there's things you can do and ways you can do it. There's a practice. Like for me personally, I would use still images and then I'll do my review of a movie. I've already done that on YouTube. I'm talking about an entire movie. I did reviews and there was no copyright. Nobody came to me. No movie, set came to me with no copyright. Nobody came to me because my video was fully in line with the fair use doctrine, because I know exactly how to do it. And another thing, it doesn't matter if Kevin Samuels offended by your video. It's called commentary and criticism. If he don't want commentary and criticism, don't post stuff to social media. Another thing we're going to address, because Kevin Samuels have something posted on his page where he's trying to give you some guidelines of what you can do. In those guidelines, we're going to talk about this. He have something in there along the lines of, if he have something on his Instagram and you post it on YouTube, he's going to flag you. People, hear me clearly. If Kevin Samuels have anything on Instagram, anything anywhere, TikTok anywhere, and you want to use that clip under fair use, which means you're using portions of the video and you add in commentary and criticism, you can do that. And there ain't a damn thing he can do about it. The nerve of this guy to say, well, if I do this on Instagram, you can't touch my video, I'm going to flag you. Let him flag you. You come talk to me. Let him flag you. You come talk to me. Because he's going to lose his channel. I'm telling you. If a lot of you people come forward, like how they do with all of this surviving R. Kelly or surviving this and survive. If all of you people come together, all of you that been affected, and you can remember your URL for your channel, the videos that were affected, you have the emails and you have all of that information. I'm telling you, all of you can get back your videos and your channels. It's easy. You understand? It's a process. You have to know how to go through with it. You understand? I've done this for years. From 2006, I've been on YouTube putting in work. And I've been attacked every which way. You understand? And through them years, I learned the good, the bad, and the ugly. Trust and believe. Let's go.
I know that his claim was not legitimate, but I'm not going to give any energy to Kevin Samuels and his bullying.
I want to make this unequivocally clear. There is a multi-million-dollar industry of responding to Kevin Samuels, and I don't strike it. I want to make this unequivocally clear. There is a multi-million-dollar industry of responding to Kevin Samuels, and I don't strike it.
Because my channel was about more than just Kevin Samuels. And going forward, I'm re-uploading those videos, and the Kevin Samuels videos will be uploaded to a private website or on Instagram. So the support I've been receiving from previous followers and new followers I really want to say thank you. And as long as I see that you're engaging in the comments and hitting the like button, I'll keep going.
I want to make this unequivocally clear. There is a multi-million-dollar industry of responding to Kevin Sanders, and I don't strike it. I want to make this unequivocally clear. There is a multi-million-dollar industry of responding to Kevin Sanders, and I don't strike it.
He's lying.
I've had my entire life put under a microscope, and I don't strike it.
He's lying. He said he had his entire life put under a magnifying glass and he didn't strike it. People, you can't see he lied. You can't see that he didn't lie. Am I making this up? Did I just make this up? Let's see what the Manosphere got to say about this. Let's see what the lead attorney going to do about this. Let's see.
Parameters and guidelines for people who would like to use my content without permission.
People, don't listen to none of his parameters and guidelines. You don't need none of that under the fair use doctrine. We're going to get into that a little bit. Let's go. Now, these are his guidelines. Check this out on the screen. This is from Kevin Samuels' community section. It says respond or reaction videos for inspiring and or serious content creators. As if though we need his permission to do something. Like, this guy's crazy. An attorney will really laugh at this guy. In an attempt to answer the questions and get back to as many as possible, this is and has been my policy guidelines for use of my content and is standard across YouTube. Really? Number one, do not use Instagram or content from outside of YouTube that does not appear on my channel first. 0 tolerance and will be reported for copyright. Right there. That right there, you got him again. That right there is called false flagging. He can't do that. You could use, listen, you have content creators that are all over YouTube. We use material from TikTok. So if we're using Kevin Samuels material that's on TikTok, Instagram, anywhere under fair use, there's nothing he can do about that. He can talk all of that grimy talk he want to talk there, but that's not going to hold up in the court of law. It's not. See, here's the thing. He want to be the one that eats. He don't want you to eat. He want to eat everything. He don't want you to get nothing. See, if he don't want you to have no content, then hey, have your content where it's just for members. That way the public don't have access unless they become a member. See, you can make some money that way. But see, he's not smart. But on the real note, he can't tell you what you can and cannot use. If he posts a live stream on Instagram and you screen recorded a portion and you came to YouTube and did a commentary and criticism reaction off of that clip, that all falls under fair use and there's nothing he could do about it. He could threaten you all with that copyright stuff. Like I said, if he copyright you, contact me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw. Especially if you use one of his Instagram clips. Now, here's the thing that you can't do. You can't take his material and mirror it. In other words, a full live show and you just throw it on your channel and just kind of leave it there to get views. You can't do that. Now, we know he don't have a legal copyright, but it's still his material. So to take the whole video and put it on your channel, you can't do that. That's a violation. He would have a right to want the video to be removed. Now, he may file a copyright claim and he will win under those circumstances, even though we know he don't have a copyright. He's going to win because your actions didn't fall under fair use. So do you follow me? You cannot take someone's entire video, upload it to your page, and talk about, well, I'm using it under fair use. That's not fair use. I just thought I'd put that out there for somebody. Let's go.
It doesn't mean they have to. It's just one
Notice he said it doesn't mean they have to in terms of following those crazy guidelines that he have. I'm not even waste my time reading all that mess. It's just a waste of time. If you want to read that junk, like I said, you can always pause the video and read it. But pretty much everything that he had in that section, you could just throw all of that stuff out the window. Because based on the fair use doctrine, you don't have to ask him for no permission. You know, like when Kevin Samuels have in his video, it says, ask me for permission. Do not use my content without written permission. You don't need his permission. Like, what attorney do he have? Written permission? You crazy. You got to be crazy. Let's go.
that I notice is that when people who are what I consider to be serious content creators or full-time content creators, we often give each other a courtesy request or a courtesy heads up.
We don't have to give you a courtesy call or a courtesy heads up to do a video about you. I know I won't. I ain't gonna give you no courtesy calls. We're just gonna literally just do whatever we gotta do. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I notice. But then more casual content creators, people who just are running channels for their own personal benefit, that's where it tends to become tricky.
Everybody is running a YouTube channel for their personal benefit. I mean, who's posting content for nothing? It's not making any sense, man. Let's go.
And the one thing that I tend to find egregious is when someone simply clicks the OBS or clicks their streaming software and simply mirrors your content in live streams.
Well, see, that's right there is what I just finished talking about. You can't mirror his content. That's like, let's say, for example, Kevin Samuels did a live stream, right? And it was a crazy live stream that is going to get mega views, right? And you download the whole video, upload it to your platform, right? And go live just playing the video. At that moment, he can get you because, you know what I'm saying, you stole the whole video. He should be able to eat from his work. If you were using under fair use, you would have to use portions. And then you break it down with commentary like how I'm doing right now, right? All my videos fall right in line with fair use. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for years. You understand? Now, of course, Kevin Samuels made a mistake and flagged down that other person's channel. He might know better now. But I'm sure when he did what he did to that person, he didn't know any better. But he did it. But he's on the lead attorney's channel lying about, oh, I didn't strike nothing down. I don't do those things. Really? Okay, let's go.
Yes.
I don't allow that.
I've been getting questions about how Kevin Samuels was able to get my previous YouTube channel taken down, especially when I didn't violate any of YouTube's rules and my videos about Kevin Samuels were protected under fair use laws. This is the email I received from YouTube where it shows the videos that he complained about. By the time YouTube emailed me, they had already taken down my channel. So that told me they had already made a choice.
That's the same thing that Fresh and Fruity Podcast was doing to these other content creators, flagging all of their videos. That's how they did this person right here. That's crazy, man.
They chose to take down my channel because Kevin Samuels makes a lot of money for YouTube. And the fact that my videos exposed his lies and contradictions may have interfered with that.
And the one thing that I tend to find egregious is when someone simply clicks the OBS or clicks their streaming software and simply mirrors your content in live streams.
Yes.
I don't allow that because that is no different than taking a copy of a movie or playing your favorite artist's music and just streaming it.
In that regard, I would agree. You can't do that. And at those points, he's correct. You can't just mirror somebody's material and do that. It's just wrong. You're gonna get caught out there. You're gonna get those strikes. Let's go. That's
not acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
There's no transformative nature. Neither is you sitting there doing the same thing and saying, "Oh, that's dope. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's great." that's not transformative in nature. So
Right.
In other words, what he's saying is, let's say, for example, you took his video and you're just playing the video and you're like, yo, I agree with him, right? Cool. Yo, man, he really was talking that real talk right there. That's not fair use, man. You could get flagged for that because you haven't changed the video into something brand new. See, I'm changing all of the material that you see on the screen into one brand new stream, one brand new video that's original, even with all of those different pieces. Notice how I pause the video every couple of seconds. You understand? I'm not taking away from the original video. I'm adding, making it a whole new creation. That's fair use. Let's go.
To be clear, because people keep trying to, put me into parts of this situation.
You are a part of this situation because we have receipts that you flagged down somebody's channel. So you need to cease and desist so that person can get their channel back. You need to do that. You need to do what's right because if that person contact me, I'm going to let them know what they need to do to you. Let's go.
If there is something that's questionable is when, especially like IG content, Instagram content.
He's too worried with Instagram content. I already done told you. Anything he got on his Instagram page, if it's viewable and you can hear it, you can screen record it, you can use it, and you can post it right to YouTube and do commentary, criticism, and reaction videos. You can do that. Now, if you download something that's on Instagram and you upload it to YouTube and it's his material, he can come after you for that. But here's another thing, because it's a slippery slope. If he don't have that video originally uploaded on YouTube, him filing a DMCA claim against you is wrong because he don't even have the material on YouTube. So how could he file something when he don't even have it on his page? It's on his Instagram. You understand? YouTube don't care about Instagram. What he's doing over there should stay over there. So for him to see, here's the thing. He just don't want you to shine. And we're going to prove that right now because we're going to bring in a segment of the Poor Man Podcast when the Poor Man Podcast only had like 1,000 subscribers, right? Now he's like probably 200,000-300,000 subs strong right now. Let's go. Let's listen to this.
I don't even have a chance to upload myself. Someone wants to mirror it and upload it. And see, people just think they can do what they want with people's content. But
see, mirroring is wrong. So in those regards, I would agree. You can't mirror his material. If he posts something on Instagram and you just want to rush to YouTube with it, that would be wrong. It is what it is. Let's go.
That's not this. That is not this.
Mhm.
This, from what I understand, is to silence criticism.
That's what you did to that other content creator. Kevin, you silenced that other content creator. They were reacting to your videos, exposing you. You didn't like the content and you shut them down. You're no different than Fresh and Fruity Podcast, and you need to be held accountable for your actions.
To silence, you want to use my content in my responses.
Correct.
I'm not okay with that because
notice he said he's not okay with that in terms of people trying to silence somebody, but yet he did that. You see what's going on here, people?
My personal opinion is if you're going to put something out here on the platform, it's open for public consumption.
If you put something out on the platform, it's open for public consumption. You heard him, right? You heard what he said, right? Lead attorney, you heard what he said, right? Okay, let's go.
My personal opinion is if you're going to put something out here on the platform, it's open for public consumption. My personal opinion is
if it's open for public consumption, why you flag down that other content creator's channel if it's for public consumption? Pure hypocrisy, man.
You're going to put something out here on the platform, it's open for public consumption.
But first, what I want to do is I want to go into a clip from the Poor Man's Podcast. I was watching his live show and he said something that needs to be addressed. Y'all need to listen to this very carefully because I already made this video. This video is on my platform already. A lot of people didn't pay no mind to it. This was the Poor Man Podcast where he was talking about when Kevin Samuels flagged down a couple of his videos. Let's go. Let's look at this as soon as possible. so that he can pretty much be at liberty to use the Fair Use Act accordingly when it comes to any content that he is willing to share. The Poor Man's Podcast pretty much specialize in doing reaction videos. He do a lot of reaction videos to various content all over YouTube, and his channel has grown significantly fast. And I noticed that he was talking about Kevin Samuels, and I realized that he said that Kevin Samuels came to him and was like, you're using my clips without my permission. And he said something along the lines of, you made about 3 videos this week, which means Kevin Samuels was literally in the background watching this brother make videos, which is clearly what he do to me. He watch what I do. I know he watch what I do. So what I want to do is I want to roll this footage so you can listen to what the brother had to say. And I'm going to correct the brother because he's wrong on many regards. And hopefully if he see this video, he will begin to go out there and practice using video content under fair use and not worry about Kevin Samuels, because Kevin Samuels can lose his channel. Kevin Samuels don't realize that. And matter of fact, I would believe he do. I believe that he would be smart enough to know that abusing something can cost him everything. It could cost him his whole channel. If someone is falsely flagging your video for copyright infringement, right, and they do this, if you follow the advice that I'm giving you in this video, that content creator can lose their channel. Do you understand me? So to the Poor Man's Podcast, after today, you can pretty much use anything from Kevin Samuels and you don't need his permission. You don't. And if he come at you with any sort of intimidation, right, I can personally show you how to respond via to YouTube, and that invitation still stands, and it can possibly get his channel terminated. Do you understand? Now, the goal is not really to get someone's channel terminated, but if someone is going to violate you in terms of trying to prevent you from doing your work, in terms of reaction videos and commentary and criticism, and they make you feel like you got to beg them for permission to use their videos, that's off. See, that's the whole point right here. The whole point is we're not trying to get somebody's channel taken down. But if you violate somebody's rights, this is YouTube. It's all about content creation. That's what make the world go round. So if somebody makes a video and it's popular and that's what people want to see, and you're doing a reaction or whatever the case is, whether it's criticism, exposing them, commentary, parody, whatever the case is, and you are being attacked by that content creator to try to silence you because they're in their feelings, that is when you got to take proper precautions and certain actions to teach them a valuable lesson. Because a lot of times people abuse this system and they think they're going to get away with it. But when you do that to the wrong person, that's when you're going to learn. You don't need to do that, right? So let's take a look at this clip, and we're going to pretty much share our commentary and criticism regarding it. Let's go.
Also, Kevin Samuels, he does a lot behind the scenes, I guess. I haven't really been in communication with him, but I heard that he's very, very supportive of everybody in the Red Pill community in terms of if he believes in you. Obviously, he put on shows like Fresh and Fit. He was one of the original people that got on there that gave them part of their following. He came over here when I first started. Unfortunately, it was a little thing, not even really a back and forth. I don't really do that. So, he doesn't do that either. So, and that's why I like the impression that I got from him. But unfortunately, I did, and that was my fault. I'm not going to get into details with it, but it was something at the beginning of my content creation. I was new to the game.
Notice he said, and he was new to the game, and for whatever reason, there was a situation where I guess Kevin Samuels came around, and he said it wasn't a back and forth or anything like that. But now he's about to go and explain exactly what went down. And I can recall when this happened because I believe I saw when this brother was using some of Kevin Samuels' clips, and then I noticed that he just stopped using Kevin Samuels' clips. But anyway, let's continue.
And I didn't know much. With my ignorance, I offended him.
See, he said he offended him. No, it doesn't. I don't care if Kevin Samuels offended. I don't care. When Kevin Samuels is talking to our women on his broadcast, he's offending them. When he's on his broadcast doing what he's doing, he's offending people. He does that all the time. If you do a reaction video and he don't like it, that's his problem. That's his issue. Why he worrying about it for? A high-value man shouldn't be watching you. He should be focusing on making some money, right? With the group, with the team, right? Why he worrying about you? Think about that. Let's go. Actually, when you use someone's clips, they could be offended all they want, right? The point is, Kevin Samuels is selfish, and he didn't like the fact that you were using his content because it's helping your channel to grow. You see, I don't have no respect for Kevin Samuels because Kevin Samuels is a fraud. At the same time, a lot of people, they believe in him when I've been exposing Kevin Samuels for a long time. Just as Fresh and Fit is being exposed by everybody, I exposed Fresh and Fit before everybody, right? And now everybody's talking about Fresh and Fit and all the things that he's doing. But I've been called him out for scamming people and exploiting women for sex and so forth. But in this regard, Kevin Samuels was coming to this brother's channel or probably hitting him up via DM, allegedly, and somehow pressing him on why he's using his content, which is harassment, because you're not supposed to harass somebody because they're using content. And being that the brother probably didn't know his rights, he probably felt some type of way like he's doing something wrong when really he was doing nothing wrong. Right. Let's continue.
And he was rightfully so offended. I was using this. Okay, I'll get into it.
Listen.
I was using this content without permission.
See, right there, we need to cut to the chase and get right down to the real deal here. You don't need permission to use anybody's clips. You don't. Now, the person may want you to come and ask them for permission. That's not in the law. According to the law, you don't need to go to someone and ask them, could I please use your clip in my video to share my thoughts? You don't need to do that. Right. No. If you understand fair use, you do not need to do that. Kevin Samuels know that. Trust and believe. Kevin Samuels know that you don't need permission. Now, he posts that all over his videos. Do not use my videos without permission, written this and that and all that. All of that stuff is garbage. None of that stuff holds up in court. It's actually deceptive practices. Because according to fair use, you don't need no one's permission. Do you understand? Let's move on.
I assumed he had 500,000 subscribers. Other people are using the content. What's little old me? I didn't know that everybody was asking for permission. I ain't even.
Notice Kevin Samuels came after this brother when he had 500,000 subscribers. That's crazy, right? 500,000 subscribers. And you worrying about this guy. The Poor Man Podcast have, based on my own experience on YouTube, seeing these streets, he pretty much had the fastest growing channel thus far on YouTube. Not including Kevin Samuels. His situation was the pandemic. But Poor Man's Podcast, his channel just blew up like that. Real quick. Let's go.
Have 1,000 subscribers yet.
Now, he said he didn't have 1,000 subscribers yet. I'm probably going to say the same thing in that video too. Everyone was not asking Kevin Samuels for permission. So when you see other people possibly using his clips, they were not asking him for permission. Kevin Samuels don't have time to answer all these different messages of people coming to him asking. Kevin Samuels is just selfish. Do you understand? He don't want nobody using his clips, and he depend on your ignorance of not knowing your rights. You understand? You don't need to go to Kevin and say, could I use your clip? No, you don't need that. Now, I'm going to get into different details on what you can and can't do. And being that you're in a position now where you've been on YouTube for a minute, you should understand fair use doctrine. But based on the video clip that I'm using here, you, in most cases, don't. Because if you did, you would recognize that Kevin was wrong. You had no fault in this issue. You did what you had to do, and you didn't break or violate any laws. So if he was offended that you use his clips, that's his problem. You understand me? He's just offended because you had the audacity to just use his clip, and he feel he's so on top of his high horse that you're not anyone to use his clip. But I'm pretty sure now that your channel has grown, right, you're going to get certain respect from certain content creators, because that's how it is on YouTube. They tend to look at people based on subscriber count and start thinking, okay, this guy got such and such subscribers. He's getting a lot of views. His live shows have a lot of viewers. Okay, I really can't stay quiet. Kevin was coming at you because he knew that your channel was going to grow. Right. You understand? That's another thing. The Poor Man's Podcast channel was blowing up so fast. Kevin Samuels saw the brother making videos, including his material. He said, nah, I don't want to see this guy grow. But now look at the brother's channel. Look at his channel now. I mean, it's crazy. Let's go. Your subscriber count was going up every week fast, very fast. You know what I mean? So this is an indicator that Kevin was actually hating on you. He didn't want to see your progress. There you go. So that's why he was coming at you. But I want you to understand that you didn't do anything wrong. And if you're a listener, you must understand your rights when it comes to fair use, right? Let's move on.
Came on the video, said you're using my content without permission. This is the third video you did this week.
Notice that. Kevin came to him and said, this is the third video you've done this week. How are you going to tell another man how many videos he can do? That's crazy. Selfish, man.
I get it. He's right. I mean, he's right.
No, he's not right. He's not right. Him coming to you telling you that you used, this is the third video you did this week, that's Kevin's arrogance at this point. Because it goes to show that he's monitoring you. He should be focused on his content. He was too busy looking at your growth. Yep. And he saw that when you would make videos reacting to his content, that it was helping your channel to grow. He don't want that. There you go. And it's like that with all of these content creators. They don't want to see the next man grow. Facts. They don't like your growth. They don't like to see you move up in the YouTube's sphere. You understand? The sphere. They don't want to see you rise to the top. They want to be the top dog. And see, when you look at his channel now, you don't, now they're showing respect now. You see that? Now the brother's channel is at a certain level now. Now they have to give him respect now. See how that works? Let's go. They didn't want him to get there, but now he's there. Now they got to respect it. And this is why Kevin, as of late, has been putting all of this nonsense in his videos of do not use this and do not use that and all of this nonsense. You know what I mean? And he's hoping that you're ignorant to follow whatever he say. He's hoping that. You cannot stop millions upon millions of people from using your clips. It's just too many people on YouTube using Kevin Samuels clips. And the thing is, Kevin Samuels, based on what I've witnessed over the past few months, he's been threatening people with different posts. He's been telling his viewers to false flag people's accounts if they see videos, or to contact him so that he can flag people's channels and all sorts of stuff. And you would think that someone who have such a large following would be focused on their own personal business rather than worrying about who took a clip. It just goes to show that Kevin Samuels is selfish, and he decides to abuse smaller channels because he don't want you to grow. Yeah. Through this video here, you're going to learn the truth. Let's go.
I'm using his content. I either need to chip him. I need to, like, if I'm consistently using his content, he's right. So
nah, he's not right, bro. You could use Kevin Samuels clips every single day. Yep. As long as you're following the fair use doctrine to the T. There is nothing Kevin Samuels can do. And if he violate your rights, he will lose his channel. Trust and believe I've seen this done. Actually, I sit back and wait just to make that happen. Because once he do that and he violate, he's going to lose his channel and he's never getting it back. Because YouTube don't like when people do this. Now, I'm going to continue with the clip and then I'm going to share all the information needed.
I completely respect that, but that is what it is. And it's just, shout out, man. Shout out to
I'm not going to waste time hearing him shout out Kevin Samuels because I don't agree with Kevin Samuels. And he don't deserve any shout outs because he's a scammer and he's a fraud. And I've already exposed him multiple times and people are acting like they don't see it. Just like I exposed Fresh and Fit and nobody didn't care. But now all of a sudden, everybody want to make videos about him in live shows, but I've been exposed these guys. Yep. Just like I've been exposed Kevin Samuels. And then when all of the, controversies start with Kevin Samuels, you're going to have people starting to expose Kevin Samuels. And I'm going to be like, look at all you hypocrites. Now y'all want to talk about Kevin Samuels? Y'all wasn't talking when I was exposing him. Mm-hmm. Right? Y'all wasn't doing that. Kevin Samuels teach men to go out there and pay for sex. Right? That's not honorable. But yet people flock to this guy and show him respect like he's some sort of, guru out here. No. I've been on YouTube since 2006. I'm an OG on YouTube. Not like all these other guys who people call in OGs. None of these guys are OGs. How you an OG and you weren't around from 2006? Facts. If you weren't on YouTube from 2005, 2006, 2007, don't talk to me about being an OG because you're not. You're just a content creator who got some success on YouTube. You know what I mean? The pioneers who really started the black sector of YouTube is people like me and other brothers who've been here since YouTube's inception, since the beginning of YouTube. Brothers like me and others, we laid the foundation that other black men are able to even speak. But a lot of these content creators, they forget the history. That's why in my videos, I always put it out there. I always put the truth out there. Even when I use the clip from Black Ram 313, even though I don't agree with that brother and I don't support that brother because he believes in being a guy who pump and dump women and smash and dash. I don't support that. I support family. I support being a husband and having wives. You know what I mean? But even Black Ram 313 confessed in an audio clip on who are the pioneers on YouTube. And he lists me in that list. Facts. Because he know the history. Mm-hmm. Sadly, a lot of these content creators forgot the history because success got to their head. Just like Fresh and Fit. Their success got to their head. They decide to exploit women, abuse women. And we're going to have other videos where I'm going to talk about those things. Right now, I want to focus on these copyright issues.
Now, how they use it, I think, what like the judge would look at, he'd look at how much of the content was it transformative in nature. What did you do? If those elements are met, then it's fair use.
Yes.
But this isn't coming in as fair use. This is coming.
See, he's talking all of that, but the person that he flagged down their channel, their video was pretty much fair use. They used clips, they add commentary, criticism, but Kevin still flagged down their channel. Got their channel deleted. But he's talking to the lead attorney as if though he's doing everything right. And he understands what the fair use doctrine, when really he don't. Let's go.
The end is we don't like what people are saying, and
Exactly.
this is that. And that's a dangerous game. Because even if you're right on the particular element of one or two videos, when it's done like this, you can tend to be wrong on the bigger parts. Like from what I understand, lots of creators woke up with several different strikes.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's just a better way of approaching it.
He said it's a better way of approaching it, but what about the channel that you actually flagged down? Are you going to go to YouTube and cease and desist so that person can get back their channel? Think about that. Are you going to make it right? Let's see.
But I think it's going to be interesting because even though I have my personal opinions on it, I think there's going to be there will be a discussion about this greater in YouTube.
That discussion is happening right now.
But at the end of the day, trying to get anybody's channel taken down simply because you don't like what they're saying, in my opinion, is counterproductive, which is why I just completely stay away from all beef.
He just said it's counterproductive, but yet he flagged down that particular content creator's channel. Are you people seeing this? You don't see the hypocrisy, right? Okay.
I've been getting questions about how Kevin Samuels was able to get my previous YouTube channel taken down, especially when I didn't violate any of YouTube's rules and my videos about Kevin Samuels were protected under fair use laws. This is the email I received from YouTube where it shows the videos that he complained about. By the time YouTube emailed me, they had already taken down my channel. So that told me they had already made a choice. They chose to take down my channel because Kevin Samuels makes a lot of money for YouTube.
They just did what is known as proper protocol for the circumstances. They didn't really make a decision. Again, this is a process. If you're that person, hit me up on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So I can show you how to get your channel back and do other things in the process to make this situation right. Because don't look at it as if though YouTube didn't make a decision. They just followed a procedure to protect their assets and their company from any damages that may come about, because they're assuming that the copyright claim was real and they don't want no issues. That's why they removed the videos. But now if you do your part, oh yeah, that's when the party really begins. But see, Kevin is banking on your ignorance, because once you get the filing, it's to make you feel like there's nothing I can do. Oh, there's a lot that you can do to get out of that situation.
And the fact that my videos exposed his lies and contradictions may have interfered.
See, her videos expose his lies and contradictions. That is what Kevin Samuels was going after. He didn't want people to hear about that. Let's go.
With that.
Yes.
And I will say personally, if anybody in men's content if anybody has a reason to want to take people down and strike people down and say crazy things and shut stuff down, I think I would have a good case for it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But it's bigger than this. So at the end of the day, I think it's going to do more harm than good.
He said it's going to do more harm than good, but we can clearly see based on the receipts, he done a lot of harm to that person's channel.
Because you should be able to discuss things behind the scenes. You know, we don't make
He didn't discuss things behind the scenes.
peace with our friends. We make peace with our enemies or people we disagree with. So I think it will be better off overall if people could sit down and talk behind the scenes. And I don't know many people who would not be willing to talk, but once it goes public like this, then it makes people draw sides.
Yes.
They're drawing a side right now.
There is fair use, and then there's retaliation.
What you did to that content creator is called retaliation.
And censorship.
And censorship. You censored that person. That's what you did, Kevin. You're wrong. And you're guilty and liable for damages. Yes, indeed. You know that, right? Do you really want to mess up your bag? Do you really want to go there? See, all that high value stuff, that's not going to protect you on this one. It's not. Let's go.
That's the question. Is this really a fair use case, or is this censorship and retaliation? And I don't care what side of the camp you come down on, whose content you watch. If you're a fan of the particular content creators who react, or if you're a particular fan of the originator,
Mhm.
I don't think any of us benefit from retaliation and censorship.
You can't make this up, people. You can't make this up. You heard what he just said. But yet he flagged down that person's channel. This is coming from your so-called godfather. And he was on the lead attorney's channel talking all of that stuff. Wow.
That's
Correct.
just not a good thing. It's just not a good thing.
You're exactly right. And, this can be a learning opportunity, not only for these two brothers, but for other people as well. And, striking content really just goes to the heart of what we are trying to do here in this space, because we're all trying to make content.
See, it's all about producing content. That's what YouTube is all about. It's supposed to be a fun place where you just make content. See, when YouTube first began in 2005, 2006, and 2007, those were the best years on YouTube. It was fun. We did what we did because we loved what we done. And there was no ad revenue. We just made videos, and it was a fun thing to do, to make your videos and see people react to it. Everybody was trying to make the best videos. That's what it was all about. But now these guys are trying to control the streets. It's like drug dealers. They want to control the block. They don't want nobody else to sell. They don't want nobody else to make $1. They don't want nobody else to become popular. They don't want no one else's channels to grow. They want to grow and consume everything for themselves. That's what this is all about.
And so striking content because you don't agree with something, not the fact that, it violates this.
See, Kevin striked that person's channel down because he didn't agree with what they had to say. And that's wrong. It wasn't because the person violated a copyright, because he didn't have no copyright. He still don't have a copyright.
This or that in terms of copyright infringement, but just because you don't agree with what's being said.
Let me say something real quick then. Okay, see, there's a movie called The House of Gucci.
Mm-hmm.
My lady friend, her friend wrote The House of Gucci. He didn't get a release from the Gucci's. He wrote a screenplay. Ridley Scott picked it up. Al Pacino's in this. Lady Gaga's in this. This thing is doing numbers. The Gucci family came back and said, even though they don't have a release, they said, you know what, we didn't like the way we depicted it, but they let it alone because they're fucking Gucci.
Right.
They don't want to get tied up in this. And that's kind of the thing. It's like, there have been plenty of things that someone can see that you don't like. It's a bigger picture. You got to look at this long term. And I want to say this too. To the people who make content who is primarily reaction, or that kind of thing, you need to understand fair use a lot, because anytime you use anyone's content, right, wrong, or indifferent, you run that potential risk. But it really shouldn't rise to the level.
Don't listen to nothing he just said there about you run a potential risk. If your videos fall in line with fair use and he try to come at you with any sort of nonsense, he's the one that's going to pay. Remember, he's the high value man. He has a lot to lose playing these type of games. See, he's talking to the lead attorney through one part of his tongue, but the other side is a satanic part where he's saying, you might be making your reactions and all that other stuff, but I can still try to come after you. That's what he did to that content creator over there. You see? And it was brushed under the rug. Nobody knows about it till now. Let's go.
That's why you said, I like what you said, it doesn't matter about good faith or this or that. It comes down to the law. Did you transform it? Are the elements there? And more often than not, I just say let most things lead. On any given one day, anyway.
No, I hear you.
It's less than 1/10 of 1% of stuff that actually gets removed, and it's only for the most egregious stuff, and that's really just mirroring. I don't think
that content creator didn't mirror anything. That content creator had commentary and criticism, and you deleted their whole channel by false flagging them with copyright claims. You need to cease and desist right now. You better do what you need to do. Because I'm waiting for that particular person to hit me up on Instagram. Somebody's going to let them know, and they're going to eventually hit me up on Instagram, and we're going to have a little talk. Because that person needs justice. I don't like the fact that you got 1 million+ subscribers, 1 million+ something subscribers, and you going after a little small channel because you can't take some commentary and criticism. You that hurt. That's sad, man. That's crazy.
Anyone thinks that's fair use, though. That's just straight up piracy.
Exactly. And, maybe I need to think about this myself because my policy has always been just to, let people have it. Which, to be fair,
I sent you an email.
You said, oh, okay, I'll take a look at it.
Well, I sent you an email, and I'll just say it's one thing to where, you started out with 1,000 in January, 100,000 now. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I hit the horn for me. Thank you.
But that does become a time to where at some point it starts to be significant. It's not just leakage. Right. It becomes a real concern.
See, Kevin Samuels want to make all the money. That's what this is about. He want everything for himself. He want to eat off of everything that everybody does. Trust and believe. Listen to him carefully. You can hear the greed in his voice.
And that's why I often tell people, that's a policy to have right now. And, want everybody to be okay. But I'm going to tell you, I've run streams. I've run business to where I end my stream at midnight. And then the best parts of my stuff is up on somebody's channel at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like,
notice that. He's worried about parts of his streams ending up somewhere else. See how you want to control everything? He don't understand fair use.
Wait a minute. So you just came over here and you took the drumstick and ran with it? I don't even get to eat off my own content?
Listen, if you were in a fight in the street and I pulled out my phone while you fighting and I recorded that, you best believe that video going to be up on World Star immediately. It was you fighting, yeah. But you best believe I'm the one who's recording this footage. It's going to be online. I'm not going to wait to ask you if I can put it online. It's going online. Let's go.
And if it's transformative and fair use, they can do it.
That person's content was transformative and you still flag down their channel. You're a hypocrite, Kevin. You're a hypocrite. I want you to explain to lead attorney why you flagged down that particular small channel when all of their videos were in line with fair use. I want you to look at him, man to man, and explain why you did that. Because you're wrong, and you need to cease and desist right now. You need to do what's right. Get that person back their channel, go to YouTube, let them know, look, after evaluating the situation, you know what I'm saying, I overreacted, and I flagged down their channel because I was in my feelings. And just do the right thing. That's all you got to do. Humble yourself and do the right thing.
But it does become a case when if you're full-time at this, this is why I'm going to side on the people who are full-time content creators. People like O'Shea Duke Jackson.
Yeah.
And even the guys over down in Miami. When you have significant investment in infrastructure, people, planning, personnel, flights, booking, such and so forth, and then someone can just take your product and simply post it on their channel and say, "Ooh, this is dope," and get hundreds, thousands of dollars, views, such and so forth.
See, he don't want nobody else to make money. I can understand if somebody's mirroring his video, yeah, you can have an issue with that. You know what I'm saying? That's like if I produce a dope music video, I put it on my channel, but then I see it on 10 other channels and they got ad revenue set mirroring my music video. All of those channels are getting copyright strikes. You know what I'm saying? All of them. You see? Because what they're basically doing is they're taking food out of my mouth. They're trying to eat off of my material. Because my song and my video is my product. But now we're dealing with videos. These videos are not like on a streaming service somewhere as a product. They're on YouTube, which is a free platform for you to view content. Even though he made it, you could say it's your product, but at the end of the day, it's on a free site. It's not like you have it on a streaming service and somebody took snippets and posted on YouTube and it began to affect profits. See, if you have your video, if he did a live show and it's on a streaming network and I copy it from that network and I post it on YouTube, then I would be in violation of copyright because he have it on a streaming network as a product where he want you to pay a fee in order to view the show. Do you all follow me now? That's a business that's being ran. But when you have something on YouTube, which is a platform that you could come to freely watch videos, there's no restrictions. You just click play, then anybody can come in and screen record whatever they want and do whatever they want. That's why on YouTube they have stuff as member-only videos where you have to be a member in order to view, or you can have videos where people pay to view. So there's different ways you can do things to turn certain videos into a product that you actually have for a fee. See? So there's different ways in which how you can run a business on YouTube and everybody will be able to benefit. Let's go.
You couldn't do that with Marvel. You couldn't do
Right.
it with. You could not do it.
Well, of course you can't do that with Marvel because those are big movie studios and their movie is a product. That's different from a YouTube video where somebody's streaming. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different ball game. They're in a studio and they made the product. So for you to take the product from wherever they had it and you post it on YouTube, you're going to get hit with a copyright claim. Ain't no doubt about that.
With a recording artist. So
you can't do that with recording artists because, listen, when you produce a song and you know you're going to release it as a product, you would go get it copywritten, registered with the Library of Congress, right? So that when it's released, right? And you have SoundScan and all that other stuff, you receive your royalties due to the spins if it's on the radio station and so forth. You know, there's a good book by a guy named Kasif. I think it's called Everything to Know, and it's called The Bible to the Music Industry. Everything you would need to know about the music industry by a guy named Kasif, I believe his name is. Great book. You know what I'm saying? It's a book from way back in the day. Every music producer you should own that book. Put it like that. It most likely still got it online. Let's go.
I mean, it'll be good to where the content match system gets to a point to where it can, notice the difference. But I don't think it ever will get to that point because YouTube has so much content. But in the end,
dude,
it is up to the person using the copyright tool to file a complaint to know that you are doing this and you are legally justified.
How are you legally justified, Kevin, if you don't own a copyright with the Library of Congress that you registered with them? You don't own a copyright. You don't have a number. Because if you do, we could go online right now. We could type the number in and it should bring up your video as copywritten. Right? And you should receive a receipt in the mail showing your case number. See, I know this. I understand how this works. So I know you don't have no copyrights for no videos. So you're not supposed to file a copyright claim. The only time I would say it's within reason for you to do that is if someone mirrors your content. Under those circumstances, they got to get whatever they got to get. Even if you don't have a copyright, for someone to mirror your content, yeah, you can hit them with a copyright under those circumstances. But to do that because you don't like the fact that they're talking about you, because they're making some money, because their video hit 50,000 views in 1 hour, it's unacceptable. We're not gonna tolerate that. That's why this video is about the Manosphere, holding the Manosphere accountable when it comes to this situation with Kevin Samuels. We need to see people talking about this. Let's go. Hold on a second.
You don't know that, then all this stuff is moot, because when you start that process, you're saying that they've taken your stuff. You're saying you've reviewed all this other stuff. And like some of the things I've seen, it's like, all right, you can be in a bad way if you're using the system outside of the original purpose. So everybody needs to understand what they're playing with, because I'll say this and I'll wrap up. This men's content, as it were, it's growing, but just like any other sector, you can't just go respond to Joe Rogan stuff. There's content creators on YouTube.
Good point. Yeah,
Philip DeFranco, and
you could respond to anybody on YouTube. Don't buy into any of the nonsense that he's saying. He's basically trying to say, like, you won't be able to respond to their videos because you'll get hit with a copyright claim. Listen, the copyright system is no respecter of persons. If you file false claims, you will be dealt with. It's just that simple. It doesn't matter who you are, because everybody that produces content should know the fair use doctrine. Just because you're big and you're making millions of dollars, that don't mean nothing. It doesn't mean nothing. You could be ignorant concerning the law. Even certain police officers don't know the law. They pull you over. They're saying, we need to see your ID. Did I commit a crime? No, you ain't commit no crime, but we need to ID you. I'm not giving you my ID. Well, you have to. If you're not, we're going to arrest you. Okay, you're going to arrest me? You sure? You sure you're going to arrest me and I didn't commit no crime because I didn't want to show you my ID? All right, we're going to deal with this. That'll be an easy bag for me. Let's go through the process, and that's it. Easy bag. Let's go.
Even DJ Vlad, you just can't go take people's stuff just because you watch it.
DJ Vlad, do you see how he's like trying to make it seem like those guys are untouchable people? You can make video reactions to anything on YouTube. Do you understand me? Anything. See, he's being disingenuous right here, because he's trying to make it seem like you'll use my stuff, but you won't use their stuff. Isn't that crazy? People react to DJ Vlad and all these different people all the time. They don't get hit with no copyright claims. See, if you know what you got to do, you'll do it. It's just that simple. Let's go.
And I would just say, just know the systems you're dealing with, regardless as to if this is full-time, part-time, or whatever, because everybody tends to want the same thing, a fair shot, a fair shake. So.
Facts. Well, listen, thank you so much for putting me on game about this. And you're right. It's easy to let people use your content when you have 2,000 subscribers, right? But once you start getting bigger, things could become more serious. So I really appreciate you.
When you get bigger, things become more serious. No, what happens is you become greedy and you want everything to yourselves. That's what normally happens.
Saying that, and thank you for your email or two. I really appreciate you helping me out with this YouTube stuff.
All right, everybody. That's about it. I am tired. You could probably see it on me. I'm tired. I'm about to go get something to eat. I'm going to get some rest, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in the clouds watching the video. You already done know what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. So, again, hope everybody learned something from this show here. This is a powerful live stream. We literally put a lot of work into this. And I want to see what everybody got to say. Are you going to hold Kevin Samuels accountable for flagging down someone's channel? And that's only one person that I know of. I'm sure there's others. Again, if you've been affected by Kevin Samuels falsely flagging your videos and it was in line with fair use, now don't waste your time contacting me if you were mirroring something, because I'm just gonna block you. You know what I'm saying? If you know you did something and he flagged it, the best way to do it is if you contact me, send me a snippet of the video that he flagged so I could look at it and tell if it was fair use or not. Because if it was fair use, you can get your channel back or your video back. It's easy to do. It's very easy to do. Don't worry about that. It's easy to do. So, I'm tired. I gotta get some sleep. I need something to eat. And it is what it is, man. Blackmail Advice TV. Ringo TV Raw. The only channel on YouTube putting in work since 2006. You already done know what it is. You already done know. Right? So, I'm gonna sign off because I am tired. You know, I should have had some drinks, man. Hold on a second, man. I got a brand new bottle of Ciroc, yo. A brand new bottle, man. Why that thing is not on clear? Oh, there you go. Yeah. I should pop this bottle open, man. For real. This is the best one they have, man. I like this one, man. I guess I'll use this over the weekend, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm tired, man. Man, yo, you see all this energy that I put into this video, man? You know how much I poured out? I poured out all my life and soul, man. Well, you know, son, you know. Yo, when I do the pasta reaction thing, man, that thing is funny as hell, man. Okay, son, yes, sir. Yo, that thing crazy, man. Yo, I don't know, man. It's because I'm sleepy, man. I'm tired, yo. You know when you tired, it's like you under the influence of some alcohol. You know that, right? It's crazy, yo. It's like you're tipsy or something. I don't know. Well, you know, in my church, you know, I got all the ladies in my church. Yeah. I try telling, man. I try telling. You know, listen, Bobby. That's crazy, yo. Anyway, man, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click that like button. You know what I'm saying? Best channel on YouTube, hands down. You already done know. Blackmail Advice TV. Ringo TV Raw. In studio. We've been on live for about 2 hours, putting in work. See, this video is for the community. We have to learn how to coexist. We shouldn't be here trying to false flag people just because we disagree. We have to know how to take criticism. And if you can't take criticism, you don't belong on YouTube. For real. So play fair, because it can get really nasty out here. I've already seen, and it ain't pretty. So, that being said, y'all, I'm gonna sign out, man. I gotta get some sleep. I really do. I gotta get some sleep quick, man. Like fast, man. I'm tired, y'all. I feel like just going to sleep right now, yo. Imagine I fall asleep on a live stream. And I'm out here like this. Sleeping back like this. That'd be crazy, yo. People will be making videos. They'll be making a lot of ad revenue off them videos. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna sign out, man. Y'all take care. Have a blessed one. I'm gonna go get me some rest, man. Real, yeah. I'm out, y'all. Peace.
If you like our content,
Consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut.